Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, spooky Halloween week. I'm Jody.
I'm Amanda. Happy
and
Halloween.
it's a very Halloween week on We Love to Hate Everything. Are you scared?
Ooh, I'm always scared. That hat above you looks like it's almost right on your head. It's cute.
Up atop my head.
Just the top, like McKelty almost.
Remember when we used to record and we had a filter that would just completely eliminate my face? It was like an invisible mask, and it was my favorite filter.
Yeah.
Which I can wear it all the time.
And then there was that Leah Messer one.
Oh, yeah. Like distorted my face. Made me look exactly like Leah with her bad Botox, as y'all's as girls is.
we got a lot of Amber Alert. We got a lot of Teen Mom poos coming up, and
we sure do.
a big weekend update. We got a lot of fun stuff for this week. Seeking Sister Wives.
I know, a lot.
Yeah, so we're gonna get.
Let's get through some housekeeping then. Let's tell everyone what is coming up this week.
It's a really fun week this week.
It is. Hey, first things first, make sure you are checking out our Browntown episodes. Those drop every Friday at 10 a.m. Central. You can join us when we just talk about everything that the Browns are up to this week. Also, every Tuesday, noon Central, you can watch or listen to us here on YouTube live as we watch along the latest episode of Sister Wives. So check that out, or you can just listen on your free feed wherever you may be. And coming up this week, let's see if I don't even know if I updated the banner or not, Amanda. That might be all wrong, but I
was just doing it.
Thank you. But I do know that this week, I'm so excited. Girl dinner, CSI, Miami, Halloween style. Yeah. Oh.
It's so funny because I don't do the yows because I do have people at my house, like my assistant.
But you do the yow the best way. You're the original yow.
So you always are the one doing it. But you have something click. So whenever you do it, it just cuts out.
It thinks I am.
This season.
It just thinks my voice is naturally the excessive noise. Must block this out. Kind of like my kids have done my whole life. Like white noise, don't need it. Tune it out. Well, there's that.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 6'7" on my TikTok, or a lot of teachers, and I'm like, I think that would be the thing that would make me go over the edge.
Yeah, I think we're done with it. I feel like now Cody Brown thinks it's like a funny thing to say and do. You know, like Ariel is dropping it all over the place.
We need to start saying it. Like us millennials need to start saying it. And
just to make it stop.
The kids won't want to do it anymore.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
You know what else is a good idea? To check out our Patreon, because this week we're recapping an old throwback, season 14, episode 11, Being Gay and Religious. Obviously, Robin will explain to all of us what that means and how she is such an ally of the community.
Oh no, that's not what happens, because she's too busy she's too busy to be an ally. She's busy on this trip to Chicago. She's busy ruining the entire trip by she's bringing an energy. Oh, sorry, I've been kind of a bummer on the trip. Turns out I have to move into a bigger mansion. Everyone's
like this move and so stressful. Sure. God, she's just like becoming the worst person ever on TV. Tied with one of the most bizarre episodes of Total Request podcast we've seen. This was just weird and Was it problematic? We don't know. We're talking about Glee, the Rocky horror Glee show. Did I get that right?
Yeah, but okay. I'm sure this isn't in your TikTok algorithm, but like Nick sent me last night. He's like, are you following this? Oh, you know what I'm about to say?
I think.
Nick's like, are you please tell me that you're following this, like every camera angle of this insane performance and the preview
of Matthew Morrison.
Yeah, I knew what it was before. Like, girl, I've been sighing and closing my eyes every fourth time, like every fourth reel that comes up for me is that, and I just go, oh.
Well, tell everyone what it is because it's not to be missed. Or actually, everyone wishes they missed it. He went out into an audience and started singing. Like he thought he was charming and seductive, but it was like teen girls who were like 15 laughing at him in his face. That's the ones that I saw.
Oh, well, the general...
where he like comes out, he's singing to him, and they're recording with their phone, dying laughing. But it almost seemed like it was like a school assembly in an auditorium. It didn't feel like a concert.
This is something different then. Or what I'm thinking is he's doing like a concert right now, like a night with Matthew Morrison, and it's just like crazy. It's crazy. It's like a cabaret, a Matthew Morrison cabaret show. Is that what you're seeing? You're seeing something like
I don't know what the show is, but he went out to the audience and these girls are just laughing in his face.
Yeah, everyone's kind of laughing.
A joke.
Yeah, in every camera angle, you can hear people tittering in the background. He's just taking himself so seriously, and like, I'm like this. Mm-hmm. It's really something to see. So check that out. I also have something adjacent to that in my weekend update. Should we just get into weekend update?
Ooh, yeah. Well, let's get into it. Check out all the good stuff pod in the city, merch shops, yada yada yada. Love it. Let's do it.
Oh, and also you guys can like leave us good reviews on iTunes. I keep hearing other podcasters mention iTunes, and I'm like, I guess we should be doing that more, right? That is
Apple Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you're listening.
Spotify. You can't do reviews.
If you can't write anything, just like click a little 5-star. That's great, you know?
Yeah, get us out, especially if you're in Canada. We're not leaving a lot of reviews up here. Okay, let's get into some weekend. Yay!
Ooh, what'd you do?
Ooh. All right. Well, I have a little update on Sully for
photos, so I'm very excited to see what you chose to do. Sorry, we totally talked over each other there. I said you told me not to look through any of the photos, so I'm not sure what you're showing me, but I know there's quite a few. So.
Oh, that's
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
I'm going to tell you an update on Sully. I'm going to tell you about a show that I saw, and then after you talk about you also a night at the theater for both of us. Right. I took screenshots of my favorite Halloween costumes that I saw on TikTok, just like to show you guys some Halloween. But then there's also something funny at the end that's like Matthew Morrison adjacent.
Ooh, okay. I'm excited.
Really quickly. So after the Browntown on Friday, that whole Browntown, I just had like that sick pit in my stomach of just dread, you know, like when you don't know what's wrong with your animal.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's anxiety.
What's that?
Yeah. I took him in, and it was a traumatic experience for both of us because he was very stressed out. So it was igniting his sneezing, and he was just sneezing everywhere. There was phlegm all over the room. But turns out that I did everything. He's like, the doctor said, you've done everything right. He's like, I couldn't imagine anyone I'd feel more safe to have my animals in their care. Thank you. But anyway, he's got the herpes. He's got that feline herpes virus. But then everyone in the comments on Facebook, because I posted about him, a lot of people were like, yeah, my cat has that too. So it's okay. Nothing to be ashamed of, cats.
Just these slutty pusses out in the town. Just spreading herp left and right. How do they get herp?
Well, he was born out on like the Hutterite colony outdoors. So the Hutterite.
Sully couldn't be more Canadian. He was born out on the Hutterite farm of Jody.
So he got it from being outside. But then I had to like message like everyone that he's been in contact with, every cat that he's been in contact with.
Did you tell him it's the #1 killer of domestic cats? Womp, womp.
Anyway, he's fine, and he was like, by the doctor's like, this is probably just it finally getting out of his body. He's like, he's gonna have flare-ups throughout his life, and now you at least know what to do. And if your cat's doing this, it could be that. And you can just buy L-lysine on Amazon. It was $18 for like a huge fucking jar of powder, and then Fortiflora, which is actually very expensive. When I adopted Sully, I got 6 weeks of free health insurance, and it somehow fell in this 6 weeks. And I was like, sweet. So they're paying for the 40. My mom was very concerned about the Fortiflora being covered. He's like, you need to file a claim with your insurance company. I'm like, it's $60. Don't really give a fuck. If I get around to it, I will. Anyway, but yeah, he's like, fine. He started clearing up the next day anyway, but I at least have the peace of mind knowing what it is. And that's it. Great.
So just like human herpapamphiloma virus or whatever the fuck it is, it's a lifelong. So Sully should probably only hook up with other cats who have herpes.
Well, he's probably given all my cats herpes. They probably all have it now.
Well, I hope you tell him that he should disclose that with any other sexual partners that he has.
I don't think he even knew he had it. He's been very irresponsible. So anyway, he's got here's a picture with it. Here's a cute picture of him last night. Looking.
Oh, the dogs on either side. Like, we're just gonna stay out.
We're not gonna let him touch us.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Walter was just hiding behind a pillow. And in this picture, Walter's in the back. Like, you fucking serious? I told you. Like, don't take this many dogs. Really?
There's a lot of dogs this weekend. But anyway, yeah, it was a very fun weekend. I deep cleaned my whole house, and it was lovely. And then. Friday, so after the whole fiasco with Browntown, and then Browntown was fine, but still just the stress of it. And then going to the vet, coming back. The vet called me yesterday on a Sunday, by the way, to check up. This is the best vet I've ever been to. I wrote a review on Google. And then I had to go to a night at the theater with my dad downtown at Theater Calgary. Dial M for murder.
Whoa.
And, there's a lesbian storyline in this one.
God, be careful. Are you sure? Was Tony McKelty's daughter Avalon? No.
I loved it. I don't usually like straight plays because I get very distracted and I like can't pay attention. But I really love this. Everyone's accents were amazing. My dad.
Where's it take place?
It's in like Britain in like the 50s. So the costume, it was awesome. Directed by a woman. I was very impressed. I was like, these actors are like top notch.
So she probably didn't have her period when she was like putting this play together, obviously then.
Yeah, she called in a male assistant for those days. But anyway, I loved the show. My dad bought a can of Pringles in intermission. He popped them open right during Act 2. We're in the front row. I was like,
I can hear the just that. No. It's not a full pop. It's just a little because it's that foil. It's just a little.
Yeah. He was trying his best to be quiet, and I could, but he is also fully deaf in one ear. So like,
but that makes it worse because you're just elongated. Just
and every crunch in his mouth, you can tell he was like letting it dissolve first.
He's doing the Adrian Curry, and then letting it dissolve. So he's not crunching.
I can't say if I said anything to him, he would get so pissed. Aww. So like I just like let it happen, then they were over. But anyway, I loved the show. Is that all I was gonna say about that? Oh, but just it was fucking horrifying driving downtown in the dark. It was like pitch black, and I could have really used my glasses that I'm about to get a prescription for right after this.
Exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. Drop another $200, I guess. But that was my weekend. It was full of dogs and cleaning, and I loved every minute of it.
Oh, and what are these Halloween costumes?
Oh, do you want to do that now, or do you want to do yours?
Okay, I'll jump in with mine because I'm really excited because even though I don't, well, first of all, my Halloween costume that we will be wearing this Friday, noon central on Facebook, on YouTube. What is wrong with me? Jesus Christ.
Browntown.
Speaking of Jesus Christ, I too went to the theater and we saw Book of Mormon, Amanda. Now, this is not my photo.
Okay.
This is not my photo. I realized like, oh, you know what? I should really have pulled up Book of Mormon photo. Didn't take any pictures because, you know, like I was just living the experience. But I wanted to take this photo because I thought the venue, the theater was really pretty. It was at the Overture here in Madison. I haven't been there yet. And I was like, yeah, it's really big. It's really steep. We were like higher up. But I thought it was like really neat. I'm used to like the older Chicago theater. So like being in like a newer, I'm like, I felt such like an old person. I'm like, ooh, the accessibility features they have here. I mean, really, it's just Chicago can't do this with its older buildings. God. But I also thought it was really funny because when I found that this photo that someone took at the same show, the comments are so Wisconsin, Amanda, which also means probably very Canadian, very similar, right? Yeah. So someone posted that picture and just, I want you to read that first 2 comments.
Hasadiga Ibawai and followed by tomorrow is a ladder day.
Oh. Which again, so actually it was a very good show.
Of course.
We were further up. We just got like cheaper last minute tickets. So it's never as good as like when you're up close and you're like feeling the music and like seeing it, whatever. I'd seen it once before. Adam's never seen it. We both thought it was like hilarious and great, except
did the kids go?
No. She was super bummed out. She's been to it before, and Charlie is like, I don't really have any interest, which
Charlie
is a shame.
Would like it though, but like that's like
what I told him. That's what I said too. I'm like, I know you say that, but whatever. But what was I gonna say? Oh my gosh, what was I just saying? Oh, so love the show. And this is, I'm not trying to be like critical or like always looking at the downside of things, but like I am who I am. Okay, sorry about it. And I think it's something that you two also experience, that like when they set up for those like very easy jokes, you know, when it's like he gets the girl's name wrong and he's like, oh, what are you doing, Diaper Genie? Instead of like whatever her name is. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
The uproarious laughter
it's like
from the audience.
It's like annoying. You're annoyed they found that so funny.
Yes. And like each time
funnier jokes than that exist.
Yeah, each time we're like way up, like probably 10 rows from like the nosebleeds right on the end. And like every single time everyone be like, haha, and we just look at each other and like expressionless, like
it's fine.
It's okay. Like
there are good jokes.
It was fun. It was funny, but like, and there was one woman that was actually doing a ha, like an actual ha ha.
Yeah, guffaw. That's what I call.
No, like I think that's a good one, but wow. Anyway, but no, it was a very good show.
References within the music.
Yes, very good. Like the spiritual references, and like, then when they start talking about the female circumcision, Anne's like, well, this took a turn. Like, was not expecting the female circumcision. But no, it was really, really good. And I'm super excited. I will definitely go to more shows at this place. I was like super impressed with, I mean, I know Madison isn't like in the middle of nowhere, but I just had no reference for like what kind of shows come through here and stuff. So it was really good. And guess what? So before the show, we got down there and we grabbed something to, we grabbed something to eat. No, that was last night on the drive home from getting the kids. It wasn't with me very long. Mere minutes. Didn't sit well. But no, we went to this place, the High Crowd, where like you can get like infused beverages and like snacks or whatever. So we got a little, I know. We're
like that around here.
Crazy. So I will say, remember I mentioned those nosebleed seats that we had. Well, in our first time being there, and maybe like the high was just starting to kick in, we didn't realize like, there's probably escalators or elevators, but no, we decided to walk the outside the theater on the steps, like those like modern steps that you can see through. And I swear to God, Amanda, the high hit me at a time. Like I felt like I was on special forces, like just being so high on these stairs, like looking through like 50 feet down. I was like, oh God.
Why did you do that?
I didn't know the high was going to kick in when I'm like as high as I could be, literally high as I could be. But no, it was excellent. And guess what we saw walking back from our little treat on the way to the theater? at a little vintage store. Not the mama, little baby dinosaur.
Aww.
From the show Dinosaurs. And I thought Amanda would love this. I got to take a picture for her. Not the mama.
Well, great. We both have a night of the theater, an evening of professional theater.
Yes. Okay, now let's see these Halloween things.
Okay,
now I'm getting dorked up.
There's only 2 with actual people, but I hope you get this one. Do you get this? Okay, you do.
Okay, it's someone. It's the side of their face, and there's a little dot on their nose, and then a big dot on their cheek. A domino?
Okay,
I don't know.
Famous TikTok video. I don't know how you haven't seen it, but you should like watch it. It's this little girl who's drawn a picture of her mother, and her mom is the one.
Oh, yes.
And she's like, "Is that my hyperpigmentation?" Right? And the girl is so terrified. She goes, "Okay."
This little girl who draws like a portrait of her mom, and it's like a sideways face with like a big black mark on it. Yeah.
So I thought that was good. And then where's the other?
That's great.
There's one more human, which I thought you'd love.
Oh, it's Dr. No. There was no protein in mashed potatoes.
Do you look like you're starving to death? You look like you're malnourished. That was the other one. Okay, but then I saw this little pup parade with a lot of little dogs, and some of these costumes are so effing cute. So here's a 3-legged dog that's wearing a shirt that says an IHOP shirt.
Oh, that's so mean.
Oh, it's so cute.
IHOP.
This one is a little French bulldog dressed as Audrey Pooh from Little Shop of Horrors. We got what's that? This is Back to the Future. Marty and Doc, Back to the Future. Yeah. Then this one. Oh, this is the one that won. But this is a bunch of. It's a Chihuahua. Let me see if I can find the big one of this. It's Chihuahua or Blueberry Muffin, and it's just like this big cutout of all these muffins, and then the Chihuahua just has his head through there. How cute is that?
So random, but it's cute.
We got a little fur ball in a dryer here. Like some of these costumes are
that's cute.
Here's a little Cocker Spaniel. It's a little fried chicken.
Oh.
We got a little popcorn dog. And then a little dog dressed as Tylenol here. What's this one?
I don't get that one.
It's not really anything. I think it's just a Tylenol. And then there's little Maria here in Sound of Music.
The Hound of Music, it says. That's cute.
I didn't even see that, but it actually relates back to your picture for this week of Sister Wives, which is actually what we're going to get into. It does. Soon.
You don't even want to know how long it took me to because try to find a high def picture from the Sound of Music.
Doesn't the Sound of Music seem like it was made in like the actual era it was supposed
1806? I don't know. Like I can't even. I think I had to find like a faux dress.
Is still like alive and do interviews about it.
Yeah.
Okay, but really quickly, this is hot off the press. This weekend was the Hollywood Bowl, and they did Nightmare Before Christmas. They do it every year, right? Ooh. But this year, what's his name? Pee Wee Herman. What's his name? Paul Reubens is now passed away, and he plays one of the 3 Kidnap the Santa Claus thingies. So since he's not there anymore, they had to get someone to take his place, right? And then Catherine O'Hara usually does it too, but I think she's like, I'm not doing this again. But so she didn't come. So they got Ricky Lindstrom to do it, with her from another period show, and she plays the ukulele. You'll see her in these pictures here. But anyway, guess who they pulled in to replace Paul Reubens?
Are you going to say John Stamos again?
It was Stamos.
Shut.
They got Stamos.
Again?
Yes.
Do I need to go grab his autobiography from the bathroom next door?
I think you need to figure out what he has to do with the Hollywood Bowl. Why he's so
why
the Hollywood Bowl?
Who's he fucking at the Hollywood Bowl?
Hang out in the offices of the Hollywood Bowl all the time, and they're like, "Oh, Gad has COVID," and he's like, "I'll do it." Oh, Paul Reubens.
Is he that good? Is Stamos that talented?
No, he's just kind of wearing this red suit and he put on some eyeliner. And people in the comments are
the Hollywood Bowl thinks Stamos is very talented.
Apparently they do, and they're the only ones. But people in the comments are like, Paul Reubens would be proud. He's doing Paul Reubens proud. I'm like, there are 3 million actors out there who you could have pulled in to do this. Maybe he just does it for free or something. Or maybe he's like their good luck charm, like that guy from Cheers is for Pixar.
Or it could just be he's the guy, like, you know, late night shows always have their one guy where someone cancels. They're like, okay, call
he's the
call
Amy
so-and-so.
Sedaris. Amy Sedaris is one
there
of those.
You go. Yep. They're like, okay, get Stamos on the line. You know, he's just like, he'll fucking love this. Or someone who works up in like, you know, talent acquisition has a fucking hard on for Stamos. Like there's always that one person that's like obsessed with someone for some reason. I don't know.
But she did great. And then that's Danny Elfman over there, the writer.
Oh, okay.
Voice. But yeah, this is a Fred Armisen's wife. You recognize her, yes? You know her.
Fred.
Yes, you've seen her in like everything. She was in that show, Another Period.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. With Latasha Leggero, I think.
Yes, and she took over for the Catherine O'Hara part, and she's like,
lovely.
She's doing someone proud. John Stamos was just John Stamos wearing eyeliner, singing "Kidnap the Santa Claus." But shall we get into hot topics?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Okay. Hottest so far.
Oh my. Okay. Well, first things first, we'll talk about this more on Browntown, but and probably tomorrow when we have our Tuesday at noon Central watch along. There's been lots of talk about this this picture of Robin and Cody from Sister Wives, where Robin is wearing a handsome purple frock. Would that be fair?
I mean, compared to most things she wears, it's like, it is a step up. Like, it's one color. It's a solid color. It's not a hideous dress. Like, it's a classic dress. Yeah.
I guess like from Kohl's, it's very accessible. I don't know.
It looks like the I am 16 going on 17 dress that from the picture I use. It's just like a dress.
Yeah, it's not good. Cody looks handsome, I think.
I have a hot take about this episode.
Okay, let's hear it.
You want to hear it now?
Yeah.
I was thinking as I was watching all this performative shit with him just being disgusting and really trying to prove how horny he is for Robin and how like, because it's like excessive, right? And I've never seen anything like it. I'm starting to think that at this point now in his life, he's gone over to this other side of just desperate. He's like, I need this to be worth it. And I need this. I need it to be true that we are meant to be together. Because if it's not, then that means that I destroyed my entire family for nothing. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think
really like there's. I do think he thinks there's some sort of intimacy between he and Robin, or something that she has always said, like, no, I would like to do that if, you know, like I would, but I don't want to do that to the other wives. And like, now it's time for her to like shit or get off the pot. And he's like, no, I love the affection and the attention and all that. So like, now we can do that. And she's like, oh.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think that Cody is so much genuinely attracted to her, enjoying Robin's company as much as it is, this has to be true. God, I really do think that's where his mindset is, because if I was trying to put myself in his position, like, look, I know logically that I ruined my entire family. All of those people hate me. Over 20 people do not fuck with me. One of my children is now passed away. I did not make amends. I think that that's kind of always there. So he has to just invest everything into this whole Robin situation. It has to work. Because otherwise, how are you enjoying being around this woman?
That's true. I do think that I'm trying to pull up at the same time. I'm totally paying attention. I'm trying to pull up something with more context to that picture. But I think I do think he's like more into her than she's into him.
Well,
but I do like, I don't think she's going anywhere. Like, I don't think she will ever
I don't think
leave
she
him.
is either. But I think that I think he is just he will spend the rest of his life trying to convince himself and everyone that this was worth it.
Yeah. Yes.
So that otherwise, if this doesn't work out, then I just did all that. Like, I don't know how he could go on.
I think he would find someone else. Like, I do think they were like, okay, we're not gonna have another wife. But when women do reach out to him as like, I want to be part of the family, I do think it like he thrives for an ego boost. He can't help but be like, well, maybe. I know Robin said this, but
and I
can totally see him talking with women online. And like, if Robin does leave him, which I don't think she will, he would start dating.
If she finds someone else, though, I think if she found someone better that like wasn't as annoying as Cody, because she's clearly annoyed with him. Can you imagine how much it takes for Robin to perform for these scenes? Like, I bet she just goes into a dark room and just like sits in silence for 3 hours after filming this thing. Because I don't think
she would leave until after the kids are done. And if there was another guy lined up with a money situation, otherwise she's not going anywhere.
But I think there's a world in which she does leave him for a person with actual financial stability.
One would step up with her.
And who's not annoying. Like, who's not annoying. Because she is so, like, she seems just...
She's a downer.
She is, I mean, as anyone would, who could enjoy this? Who would be a great fit for Cody? Christine is a great fit for Cody. If he had just accepted her for she is, they'd be like a Tony and McKelty, wouldn't they?
Areola. An Areola type or an Aurora type.
What do you think of the pictures I sent you, by the way, of Areola?
Head of her class.
Yeah. More pictures available.
I just again, like I've taught that child so many times.
Bad for her.
All I need to do is just
I don't believe that she has child friends in her class. And I'm not saying this to be snarky. I think that she eats with the teacher's aide lunch every day. And they tell her that it's because the other kids
it's like,
aren't
lunch
safe,
bunch. Who wants to eat inside today or whatever? Well, it's no surprise or joke that Cody and Robin really have just made their kids completely dysfunctional in social situations. With this photo, by the way, I don't know if you saw this part, but her bag, that is a Dior Bobby frame bag, which retails for $1 shy of $4,000.
God!
Although I've only seen one person say that it looks like a dupe or a knockoff. I don't believe Cody would do that.
She would leave him for that.
Because this photo was taken at, okay, hold on. I also have this photo. I took a picture of the comments. So this was taken. It said, someone commented this. Okay. Sean and Andrew from Special Forces posted a video to their YouTube channel today showing their travel to LA for the show's press tour before it started airing on Fox. It was 3 days long. Fox put each cast member in a nice hotel room and hosted a cast and spouse dinner for them all. Here is Cody and Robin, like sitting at a table, whatever. No one's talking to them. Cody has a glass of red wine in front of him. This is the same night that Cody and Robin were pictured, and Robin had a purple frump dress on, carrying a $4,000 designer bag. So, surprise, sitting at the table, being completely just antisocial.
Shocking. As you were reading that, and I realized that what you were saying is that this was their press tour in Los Angeles, and that's what she brought for that.
Well, it's a fancy dress and a fancy designer bag.
Very sad. This is for like the big press, like, and this is a big show.
It's like a dinner. It's like a special. They're hosting a dinner for the contestants and their spouses.
This is her LA dress.
I think she went to like Nordstrom, probably way overpaid for that. It is frumpy as fuck, or like a Macy's, a Penny. I don't think she would go to Penny's. Okay, I could be completely wrong. Now it looks like a $35 dress on sale.
I would buy this for like one of my like an opera recital that I was doing in college. I would wear this for a recital.
Okay. where you're like, I have to wear something modest.
Yeah, just like
not too showy.
Solid colors
on my voice, not what I'm wearing, but it's you're letting your voice be the
but it's not ugly. It's just like, here I am in a dress.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. But she would buy it expensive and be like, well, since it's expensive, just like my bag and our jewelry, it must be high fashion.
And our paintings.
Anyway, there's that. Whew, handsome woman. Also, this episode will go way more in depth, but Aurora is insufferable, and I don't feel bad for her. And anyone who's like, "Oh, she's just like a kid
for tomorrow."
She's 23 and counting. 23, and she's asking her mommy and dad and Robin, "Oh, now we're just talking for boyfriend girlfriend, right? Okay, just making sure. Okay, all right, cool." Shall we kind of talk about some Seeking Sister Wife? Because this
if you
was
want
one of the most uncomfortable.
Check out our live tomorrow. And again, don't forget to attend our live, our Browntown on Friday, because we will both be in costume. I finished my costume. What'd you think?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Yeah. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
I'm pretty thrilled with it. I can't wait to see what yours is because I have no idea. Yours is more conceptual as usual. You said.
Again, I always try to go for like an idiom, a concept, a place, an idea. Okay, so yes, Seeking Sister Wife. This was one of the most uncomfortable episodes for me to watch.
Holy
shit. When you are watching someone who is just look, I'm literally getting like into the fetal position just thinking about Reese on that date with who people are saying, I took a picture, is a Robin doppelganger.
Until somebody said it, and now it's all I can see.
It's the squarish face.
And she's worn her hair like this before. Yes. There are seasons where she's scrunched. And she did the one little flippy in the front with the one bobby pin. Yep. I really see it though. And she's about as personable as Robin too.
Oh my God.
I don't stand up for men, but I do think some men are fine. And this guy seems fine. He's harmless. I don't think he would do major destruction on a woman, but I felt bad for him.
So I did too, which is, again, I'm not trying to make fun of him saying I couldn't watch it. It was so uncomfortable. I wanted to go in there, just be just stop.
I felt annoyed when he went to hug her and she did a very me too handshake. Can we not hug now? I hugged Dave when I met him. Yeah,
Reese.
It's Reese. I'd be thrilled if this was my first date with someone. He's just nice and personable and he can actually talk. He knows theater. This would be a great date for me. This girl was being such a bitch. And I really think she thought she was eating. Everyone's going to be yeah, get him, girl.
Well, either that, because then I rewatched it and I'm like, or is she just painfully awkward as well? Or is she just very uncomfortable on the screen? As soon as she saw him, she was like, oh, fuck. Or she looked him up on Facebook, looked him up ahead of time and was like, wait, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
He's not that bad. He's not oh,
no.
So
no.
Just, you don't have to be such an asshole to him.
I put blame on the person who set him up. Who goes to this hairdresser is you know who you got to meet.
Yeah.
My married friend, Reese. Just you two. You're the same person. You guys got to meet each other.
Who should this girl be with though? I'm trying to think
the Davises.
Oh, just
the Peraltas.
A disgusting family. Somebody with no humor. I was almost say she should be with a stand-up comedian, some douchey asshole who's very cynical. Yeah, what is she looking for?
I was thinking she would go into a family where the people really wouldn't give a shit about what she thinks or feels, and she doesn't give a shit about what they think or feel.
Yeah, the Davis.
Yeah, it's okay, I'm here to fuck, whatever.
Yeah,
I can sit here in awkward silence with Jenny. Jenny's kind of weird. We can just chill out.
Want to get into the Davises, by the way?
Yeah. Now this did send me down
I could tell
down a rabbit hole of boudoir photography here in the Madison area because Amanda, you and I were talking. We're we
were just talking about it the day before for a TRP coming up, and then the episode that dropped had them doing a boudoir photo shoot.
Yeah.
We're this is the universe telling us, or you. I mean, I guess I could do it too.
But then the universe quickly told me way more expensive, like times something 000 after it is like what the actual price is to do this kind of
you
shit.
could honestly, I mean, you and me, not to brag or anything, but the two of us took our own pictures for that cover.
Oh yeah, that was like super.
If you can believe it.
No edits. I mean, just.
And I would honestly say I sent you about 25 approved pictures of mine, and I would say that would be dead last, the one that the guy showed.
Well, I mean, well, and then we're like,
then
you know what? Can you swap this one and this one out? No, that we did, and it was like way worse than we thought. Like we were like, let's do this one. And we both look way better, and he did it. And it was like, it was definitely like the
the weird hair flippy thing for me, I guess.
My weird hair flip. Anyway, we're talking about these gals. Love that they did this. It was very empowering. I found the pillow fighting and the little back tickles kind of uncomfortable for me. But I think it's only because April scares the fucking shit out of me.
She looks gorgeous.
She looked fine.
You should do burlesque.
April will play mind games. Like I feel like April's very merry. Like there is a dark energy with her that I cannot trust.
But I think April could do burlesque. I think she's like that. She could really like nail it at that.
I don't think she has the energy for it.
You don't really need a lot of energy for burlesque though. I mean, obviously you need to be physically fit, but like you need to like, you kind of have to be a little bitchy. I'm like,
that's true. That's true. Poor Jen though was on the ground at one point with her like 8-month pregnant stomach, like trying to arch her back and do sexy heels. I was like, oh my God.
They look great though. I mean, except the two girls are also just like, they don't want anything to do with.
I know. What do we do? Teresa.
I want to say Amber. Teresa. I feel so bad for her. And you can tell she's really feeling it. And she's kind of flailing now.
Yeah. And she feels better about herself. And then Jenny's like, yeah, no, you really should. You don't have anything to feel bad about anyway.
But like, I think that April and Jenny and Nick have like some weirdly amazing relationship. Like, wow.
Let's talk about that daughter. What kills me is that they have ended up lucked out, pure chance, that this little girl, Vera, is very articulate. Like her speech and language skills are absolutely off the charts for her age, like without a doubt. However, I hate that Nick will absolutely attribute this to himself raising her. Maybe there's
something to it. Maybe there is. Maybe he's
okay, right. There's nature and nurture, but Amanda.
Like, I feel like maybe there's
Cody Brown also ended up with like Isabel and Aspen and Logan as his children.
But I think Nick is a little more self-aware. I think Nick can make fun of himself where Cody, like when Nick puts on his little pimp suit, I think he's in on the joke a little. Like, I think they're all a little bit on it, but they're also kind of, it's like fetishy for them as well.
Yes.
But I think they're aware. They can shit on each other a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think this little girl, like her speech and language skills, I absolutely attribute to themselves. And like, I hate that. And maybe it is attributable to them, but I will not fully do it just because I can't on premise.
They should stop looking for someone else.
Entropy. I want to know how many word-a-day calendars Nick has around the house. You know, there's one in the bathroom. There's one in the shitter for sure.
Is that when they were at Benihana?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. He's used it. He's used it at least twice, or in 2 episodes.
But I think they also set that up. April was dissociating during that entire thing, by the way.
Well, is that it? I'm like, are they just doing things just to like get him through the day, numb the reality?
I think he was like, we need to figure out a way to naturally bring up that we're moving too fast. So then he like brought up that word, gave the definition to it. And then April's like, well, now that Nick's finished doing all that, I'm going to break it down. This is moving real fast. And we don't want you to
I don't know if we need to like change last names. Yeah.
And like, it's only been 6 months, which actually I feel like 6 months is a pretty good amount of time. Like,
especially if she's been living there, I think.
Her child.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like, again, we talked about this before, but that she was in their circle of playful friends for a while. And like now,
girl.
Right. And with Danielle as well.
I want Danielle to come back later in the season. Like, I would be floored.
Or if Danielle meets with Teresa.
Like in an Olivia Veronica way and Platteville.
I'm telling you, there's something about April. Eyes on
April. But something I'm not as put off by this family as I used to be. I've come to really love them.
What about the Peraltas and Yesel and his brother, Mr. Personality?
But isn't his brother like, this is a bad idea?
Yeah, but like just the both of them have.
That's because they're mildly good looking.
Like downer, dark, depressed spirit about both of them as well.
It's dark.
I mean, this whole situation is just fucked up. Like, your wife doesn't want to do this,
bro. Getting
She's
married
only doing
this July or next July. Like, they're going through with it.
It solves everything.
It always does.
Smooth sailing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, well, as I'm seeing with Jackson Brittany on my Vanderpump rewatch, nearing the end of season 8, getting married and just telling everyone that they need to support you and not talk about anything negative because it's your year, you're getting married. It just makes everything better.
Well, as we know from what's happening present day that they're blissfully happy right now.
Yeah. They were going to start a family right away.
Yikes. I'm glad. I can't wait for you to finish. You're getting so close to Scandival.
I know.
You're at least in like the inner, like the beginning little like droplets of Scandival.
Yep. Okay. So wait, who else did we didn't see Garrick and Danielle this episode?
No, I was fine to have a little break from them. I actually really hate watching their scenes.
Oh, well, because again, Danielle is absolutely miserable, trying to convince herself and the world that she really does want to do this. And another victim just strolling right through, not knowing the weird fucking shit they're about to encounter. Who else? Oh, is it Janae?
Oh,
Shanae and
Angelica.
Mm-hmm. I always want to call her Jessica.
Matt's so do they just want to be together?
They want to like stay friends, I think.
Okay.
Well, I think Angelica has a hard time making friends. I know, like that's the one I just don't get. I'm like,
because it doesn't seem sexual. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a sexual thing. Can't you just be friends though? You don't have to be physically in person to be friends.
Well, that's the same thing that we would tell Mary and Robin back in the day, right?
Oh my God. What happens with Mary in the Sister Wives episode, by the way? Oh, they go to that gift shop to eat.
They go to Dee Dee's. I remember someone posted on Facebook that they saw them shooting, and it was that scene.
And we were excited because there'd be another season. And now we know there's another season after that already.
I remember people like, "Oh, was there a man?" No, Jen. Just
because she needs to ditch the bitches if she wants a man. Cody was right.
That's right. Okay, and that's how salty Burgess was.
What else is going to happen in this season with Mary, by the way? Are we going to get an episode without Jen is more my question.
No.
They went to New York together.
Oh, good. So we'll see more. That's awesome. More hijinks, maybe. Hey,
what's next on the list?
Love is Blind. I still haven't gotten into it. Listen, I'm in a Vanderpump.
Why would you now?
I'm in a Vanderpump hole. Okay, this is where I am. This is where I'm going to stay.
Okay. Here's what happened. There's 3 couples that went to the nuptial situation. First of all, Sparkle Megan and Joe.
That's Sparkle Megan?
Yeah.
And why do we call her Sparkle? Because she looks very dull.
I didn't watch the pods, but I believe that it's like her and her friends. There's a few of them named Megan, so they all kind of took a nickname, and then Sparkle Meg just stuck. Anyway, they broke up before the wedding, and he's like pissed. And then the producer at the end is like, "Do you have any regrets to Joe?" And he's like, "Yeah, I regret introducing her to my son." So here's the only thing with her though, is that she was like,
I shouldn't have, I think she does say I shouldn't have signed up for this, or at least I believe you shouldn't have signed up for this. If you know that you are not signed up for it. She knew he had a child that he has at least half time who has diabetes 1. And so it's like, not only does he have a child.
Oh, that's really intense.
Also, it is an intense, it's like a whole situation. So
that's a 24-hour a day job.
And she's got like, she's constantly talking about how much money she has. I don't know what she does. Maybe I assume it's like some kind of influencer type deal, which, I mean, fair enough. They make a shit ton of money, but whatever she does, she has a lot of money, and she always seemed to be kind of like down on him for being poor. And she's like, I just want to, this is what I want with my life. I want to be able to pick up and go to Europe and she just wants this like crazy, like fun life. So I feel like when you heard that he had a kid at all, that should have just been over. Like that's not over. So anyway, she says that, and it was like a nice breakup. And it was like, well, maybe if this was a different time, we could work out, but I just don't want a kid right now. I just want to be single and live my life. Guess what? She's pregnant right now. She just announced it at the reunion. She's with some other guy. Not with Joe.
Whoa.
Which is irritating. And again, not for me to take the man's side, but I'm like, what the fuck? I feel bad for this guy.
Well, I mean, a couple things. It could have been an unplanned thing, and she's like, oh shit, like she really didn't, but now or she found the right person to do it with. Like she just didn't want to be a parent with him, which I get. Like stepping in, you never had a kid, and it's like someone else's.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is,
and like it's someone else's ex. Like you haven't been around for the first X amount of years. That would be very difficult.
Sure. Well, anyway, that's what happened. But she's going to announce on the reunion this Wednesday that they broke up.
Okay, so that's Sparkle Megan,
Calabria, and Edmund. Oh, by the way, both men say yes. And so Edmund says yes. And then they go to her. And then, of course, they wait like 25 minutes before she answers. And then she doesn't really even answer. She just takes a big sigh. And he like lets out this kind of, I mean, I'm sorry to say it, a little bit comedic, like yowl. And kind of has a little mountain breakdown. And then she kind of has to take him aside afterward and like social work him back to.
Wait, so he starts like weeping loudly? And she has to take him out like a teacher, like removing the student.
Again, I think everyone's watching these weddings, like fast forward until they're like at the altar for a while. But anyways, they do like kind of, because as this is how I break up with everyone is I make sure we break up on the best possible terms, even if I fucking hate this person, because like this person could potentially come and murder me afterward. And this guy's like unstable. So I think she was like, I need to play this right and just make sure that we're like in a good place.
So you're kind of agreeing with her though. Like
everyone was saying from the beginning that he just wasn't stable enough to even do this.
Okay. Got it.
And then lastly, the big one. This is Anton.
Yeah, I'm seeing this girl all over.
Yeah. He said yes, and then she said no. Because he didn't reveal his drinking problem and philanderer lifestyle to her in the pods before.
Whoa. Wait, what? So when did she find this out?
I told you this last time. When they went out with like his friends, the new girlfriend of the friend like brought her to the bathroom and was like, he drinks a lot, and he was at strip clubs up until like the day before he left for this thing. And
well, I love that actually. Like, thank you for telling someone the truth.
Yeah. I mean, and this he just like got pissed. And I'm like, yeah, I respect her a lot. And she's also like stunning. So like she does not need to like sign up for that. If she doesn't want to sign up for that, she doesn't want to sign up for it. So they break up. He doesn't seem very thrilled about it. So we'll see. But the reunion looks like it's going to be the best episode, as they usually are. So nobody got married this season.
Whoa, but the one chick's pregnant. Ooh, I kind of want to just watch the reunion. Do I have to watch the whole show? Can I just?
No, I'm sure they're going to play they play like 10 minutes of like what happened in the.
Oh, you're saying I don't have to watch it? Oh, good. Okay.
You don't need to watch anything else. So that's Love is Blind. I can't wait. Okay.
Yeah, I know Married at First Sight. The first few episodes came out. Paige is watching it. I will try to watch it because I normally do get into Married at First Sight once I watch an episode or two. But again, I mean, just so much to watch. There's Real Housewives. We're like not even halfway through our list. We got so many.
Well, I just got a quick little topic here that I'm still not sure is even
100% correct, but I've been seeing it all over my TikTok. By the way, my TikTok right now is all about herpes and a bunch of cats sneezing. And that's my, because I was looking it up that one night. So just herpes content all day long. But
do it.
In between all of that, a Grey's Anatomy situation came through, and it's that Patrick Dempsey, this is from a magazine, I guess. Patrick Dempsey returns as Dr. Derek Shepard in Grey's Anatomy, season 22, reigniting the show's heart and hope. So what everyone's saying. And then if you look it up on Google, it'll say, yes, he is returning for 7 episodes. But then all morning, I've been seeing people being like, that's not true. That's just AI. But like, he is definitely coming back for episodes. Now, they already brought him back in the COVID season because Meredith has COVID and like passes out.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Meredith goes into a COVID coma, I think.
Of course.
And she like meets all the people who have died, like Mark and Lexi and all that. So he already came back for that. We already had this. But now people are thinking that he's going to be back because Meredith is going to have Alzheimer's, which is actually a brilliant way to wrap up the show, because that's how the show started, with her mom having that and then her finding out, oh yeah, I have that gene. So that would be great. And then it would be a way to incorporate him back in the show. And I would actually probably end up having to watch that fucking last season.
So she's still on the show.
She is. She's still on there.
And this is controversial because they notoriously did not get along.
Oh, no, they get along.
In real life?
I think that whole set was pretty...
No. Remember, like, whatever. When the kids were little, I had a friend, like, like mommy friend, whatever. And her best friend worked on the set of Grey's Anatomy for years and years and years and had like a legit position. And they could not even be on the set at the same time. They hated each other.
No, I did think that too, because...
And I know it's like, oh, everyone says like they're friend of a friend, but like, she was just talking about whatever. And I was like, oh, whatever. I never even watched Grey's Anatomy. So it wasn't as if she was like, oh, I got tea. I forgot how even it came up. And I never even thought anything of it because I never watched the show. And then when you started watching it, I think I was like, oh yeah, I heard this tidbit.
No, that is the rumor. Beyond the Blinds did a whole Grey's Anatomy episode. And that was like most of the blinds was about those two. But then the reason she has a podcast right now because she needs more money.
Ellen Pompeo?
Yeah, she has her own podcast, and he was a guest on it, and I like listened to it, and they seem like they're like best.
Well, maybe they've made up. I mean, this was like the kids were in preschool at the time, so this is like 10 years ago.
But the way they were talking about, the way they were reminiscing was as if they had a blast together. So I mean, I guess they convinced me. Anyway,
well, hey, Jenna Fisher also says she and what's his name, John
Krasinski.
Yeah, I mean, old pals, love each other, besties. I don't know about that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know that either. Anyway, so that should be interesting though. So I'll find out after the fact, and then we'll probably go back and end up watching it. But Owen's still on there. Owen is still on that fucking show. Nobody likes Owen.
Who's Owen?
The redhead.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yep, got it.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, he was the one who was on the roof. He was like hearing choppers. He was getting like PTSD.
That is true.
He was on the ledge. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Yep, got it.
A new text just came in from Justine. Superstore has Wicked cupcakes and cereal.
Oh yeah, I got the Wicked cupcakes.
You did?
Yeah, there's like pink and green. I got them for Paige to make it. She hasn't made them yet.
Amazing.
See? I'm a hashtag supportive theater mom. Supportive Wicked mom.
All right, what's next on the list?
I mean, hey, speaking of Wicked, Dancing with the Stars this week, Amanda, get this fucking girl off the fucking screen.
Like Lala, right?
Julianne. I can't stand them.
Alfonso? What did Alfonso ever do to you?
He's just Lynn. He's Lynn, child star actor energy. I can't take it with his little teeth. Like,
I think think he was on.
He absolutely would weigh his wife. Like,
no, he wouldn't.
Oh, yes, he would. Oh, he thinks
so.
he is a way bigger fucking deal than he is. Please.
I don't think so. What I like about him is that he did go away and was basically obscure.
He's never fucking gone away. Are you kidding?
When did you ever see him between Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Dancing with the Stars?
Dude, he was doing like everything.
Like I Love the 90s, like stuff like that.
Yeah, like Hollywood Squares kind of shit. America's Funniest Home Videos. He's very talented. Never stopped working. No, I don't think he is.
He was on Broadway when he was a child with Gregory Hines. Tap dancing.
Again, should I remind you? Beast. Was he in Beast?
I think
oh, and he would be like a total tap dancer kid, be like, like he can't wait to break into a tap dance at any time. I can't stand him. But anyway, Wicked Week. It was Wicked Week on Dancing with the Stars. And those huff adults, grown adults, had to
why are they allowed to
indulge themselves to dance and dance and like, God, just like go away. It's everyone else's turn. But you loved it, right? Dancing through life.
This opening number was amazing. Okay, so everyone was there to watch Andy. Everyone's just watching for Andy.
I watched for Robert, but okay.
Oh, Robert too. Yeah, Robert was great.
I heard there was a lot of hubbub that he didn't get 10s.
It is. I don't even care about the scores at all, though. Like, I don't think the scores really matter because the audience.
You fast forward it, just like a Masked Singer. Once you're like, Jenny, who do you think it is? It's like fast forward.
No, I just watched all the performances. But yeah, he would be a great Fiyero. He's like actually perfect for that. But Andy did One Short Day, and I like the choreography was just so cute. It's just like one short day in the Emerald City.
It's just like
arms. A lot of armography, and he was still really concentrating. It was just very cute. And I think just everyone sees their dad in that. I saw him. She posted a TikTok today of him changing her license plate from like the temporary. He was like putting her new license plate on, and she was like filming it. And she like started crying. Because I don't know, she's probably like misses her dad. I assume with some kind of contacts like that. But he's like, you should have done this months ago, young lady.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah. I love those TikTok accounts that are like just ask dad or mom. There's ones that do that where it's like, if your dad never taught you, or like, everyone's dad, like this is how you change a light bulb on a ceiling fan or something. Yeah, just stupid shit like that. I love it.
Those are actually, that's when you really need those men around.
Right. There's similar Reddit accounts. Like I think one of them is called like Hey Mom, where people are like who don't have a relationship with their mom. Yeah. There's a Hey Dad, I think I've come across. It's like, hey mom, just wanted to say I got a raise and a promotion and I'm so excited for it. And then people will be like, you got it, so proud of it. I know
I love that. Speaking of Reddit, we have an episode coming out of spooky Reddit, and I picked one just going in blind, and it really had a dark turn at the end.
Right? Yeah.
Yikes! Did not see it going that way. Anyway, the Wicked Night of Dancing with the Stars was a hit. Yeah. I loved it.
It's very cute.
I cried the entire time. I love musical theater. What can I say? It's great. Okay.
What is West End Girl?
Oh my God, Jody, this is some drama. Lily, do you know Lily Allen? I love.
Oh yeah. Wait. Hold off on that just one second.
Oh yeah. Okay, what?
Because could we talk a little bit of Real Housewives first? Just
yeah, sure.
Light and fluffy, and then we'll get into the dramas. Because I think I know a little bit about this. Because I have a teen in the house who knows
about the Lily Allen thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So first up, Real Housewives. A little check-in with Real Housewives. First of all, if you are not watching, there's only one episode up. It is Real Housewives Wife Swap. It's on Peacock. And the first episode is Angie K. And she gets sent to this off-the-grid house in Idaho. And that mom obviously goes to her house. It was just like the sweetest, most wholesome. Like I really came to love Angie. And actually, I don't mind her on this season. I get that she's been like really thirsty and whatever, but I do think she's a good person, unlike Lisa Barlow, who I think is just like really fucked up. I do think she's rotten. I just thought it was like really fun, and I've always liked Wife Swap and like Celebrity Wife Swap. I think it's great. This place that she goes to. Have you watched it?
Not that, but I did watch Salt Lake City episode.
Okay, so she goes to this house. It was like truly off the grid. They have like a composting toilet. It's inside. You literally, it's like a diaper genie. You shit in a garbage bag. Then in like the hole, you slide it over, and then the next person who has to shit has to open it up, shit on top of your shit, close it.
Oh my god! Why?
And she has to like empty it. Running? They don't have running water.
Why?
Because they're off the grid, and it's like
they're off
they
the
like
grid.
it.
Okay, sorry, you did say that. Okay,
they like it.
Okay.
Like I now this said, it's not 2 weeks like it normally is, or a week. It's a weekend. Like I think they have to stay for like 2 nights. But I thought it was really sweet. Watch it. They posted photos that the watch party, Angie invited the whole family to her house in Salt Lake City to watch it. And it was really sweet. Like she loved their kids, and the mom was really sweet, and they all got along. It was really great. And I love Angie's husband. I just think he's a good person too. Watch it, which should be
next week is the Gorgas, right?
Yep, is the Gorgas, Melissa and Joe. Everyone, I mean, basement's flooded for Joe. But it should be interesting because Wendy Acefo, the one who is currently under indictment, has been indicted by a grand jury. She's supposed to be in an episode, so I don't know if they're not going to air that. If they are going to air it, I don't know. But I don't know what Peacock has decided, but it'll be great if they do air it.
Bravo adjacent, really quick. New breaking news. Justine just sent me a screenshot here that Tom Schwartz is coming to Calgary for an evening with Tom Schwartz.
You have to go.
On November 24th. I already met Tom Schwartz.
I was going to say, Tom, oh God, like the steady downfall of Tom because his ego got too big and his access to substances got too easy is a hard watch. Because I really liked him to start. I was like, okay.
He's a bad person either. And I actually think if Tom Sandoval didn't exist, him and Katie could have had like an okay marriage. But Tom Sandoval kept getting a dirty little pause in the middle of there.
Katie's such a trip. She's such a dumb.
Okay.
I'm like, can we not dress like fucking Stevie Nicks on the beach for like a day, Katie? Can you stop just
everyone
and like pouting around?
James calls her fat. Everyone calls her fat.
Yeah, but she says she doesn't care. Also, like, why are we so afraid to just tell James, be like, shut up. Do you know how fucking ugly you are? And no one likes you.
Why they don't.
Like, anyway. Okay, so Real Housewives.
Yes.
Let's kind of like jump to Salt Lake City since we were kind of talking about Angie K. So this week's Salt Lake City, I mean, let's just call it the fart episode.
Oh my God, this was so funny. You were like, you need to watch this because this is, I think, when I was freaking out about the cat, and you were like, if you just need something to take your mind off it, watch Real Housewives, you will love it. And I was kind of half paying attention, and then when this fart conversation came up, I was like, Jody.
And it's not just like, something that comes up, haha. It is an entire scene.
Yeah, it's an issue.
And argument. Yes. Yeah. They have to like litigate out Mary's fart and her gas. And Mary is the one who is taking it most seriously, saying fart and bringing up her fart.
No.
More like she's making it worse for herself.
But you know, she's the Danielle and Angie K is the Mohammed about the smelly pussy.
Oh, yes.
Like, stop talking about it though. Nobody even remembers the fart.
Yeah, Angie apologized. It was a deleted scene, Mary. We were never, it was never gonna see the light of day.
Oh God.
But you brought it up. So Mary comes to Angie's house and basically says, I'm mad at you because when I was over here with, who was over there with them? Was it Bronwyn? And it was Bronwyn. Mary herself, as they were like cheersing probably $1,000 bottle of champagne, Mary says something like, "Ooh, I just farted,"
she said, "I have gas."
Yeah.
I have gas. I'm gassy or something like that. And then subsequently a dog also farted in the room.
Well, Mary claims the dog.
Oh, you think it was Mary? Oh, God.
So then Angie
I just don't think you call out. Well, I think Angie was trying to help her in the situation. She's like, okay, well, we all know Mary's got gas. No big deal. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then Mary was like, I don't have gas. Why do you think I have gas? Your dog has gas. It's not me. It was your dog.
I eat healthy. I eat healthy. I don't fart like that.
But Mary is kind of that weird personality where like you would never think she would even say the word fart, let alone bring it up.
Conversation so funny.
Yeah, let alone that she's talking about her own fart and her own gas and she brings it up. That's so weird because she thinks it's so off base, but she shares that information. It reminds me when in my old neighborhood, I remember when I was kind of like a Rashida Jones in Parks and Rec, like years and years ago, like 15 years ago. This is how I know Coyote Pass is not a pond, because we had a new house and a new subdivision, and behind us was the pit that like eventually gets filled in, whatever. It's a whole fucking grading thing. And I went to the village and like presented this to the village because the building company had up and left, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, this is like imperative. It's an attractive nuisance. I like pulled up the law, whatever. And I went around my neighborhood and I asked everyone if they wanted to sign this thing. And I rang on this woman's door. Shaunalia, never forget her because she was later evicted. And I watched that process from across the field. Like it was entertainment for a day. And I rang her doorbell, and it was one of the weirdest interactions I've ever had with anyone in my life. I rang her doorbell and she came to the door pretty quickly. And I was just like really quick, like, oh, hey, I'll leave this here. No worry. And she's like, okay, well, I'll have to read over it because I was just about to urinate and I'm not quite prepared to sign anything. So I would like to urinate. And I was like, okay, like, hey, you could have just not answered the door like a normal person. Like, answered the door. In fact, I didn't want anyone to answer the door. I just wanted to leave this here.
Yeah.
And then to say, I was going to urinate. Like that's a weird thing to share with someone, a stranger. And Mary had that same kind of energy where it's like, why are you're making this weird for me? And now I have to make it okay for you.
I feel like I meet people like that and I'm like, do you exist in a different society than me? That you've gone through life until age 66 acting like this and no one's ever told you that you're like or maybe I'm not normal. Maybe I'm the weird one.
No, Mary has fringe behavior. It is bizarre. But anyway, go and watch it. Even if you don't watch the show, fast forward to the scene where you see two women in a very white house, and it's the most bizarre conversation you'll ever listen to. And
Angie's trying not to laugh. Like she's trying to, and then you and me and Justine were talking about it, and we're like, I get where Mary's coming from, but it wasn't even like they kept at her. It was like a passing comment. And as you said,
and they were trying to be like, no big deal, like trying to make her more comfortable with it. In fact, like, let's make it a joke. Ha ha. Anyway, check that Real Housewives of Orange County. That's another one. I texted you. I'm like, if you need a good laugh, go and check out Orange County. All I'll say is they're in Amsterdam. They're sampling the local delights, even mushrooms. Who knew? Mushrooms. They go to the tulips. They have they're all kind of tripping out, which I thought was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And if I could say, I think Janelle and Maddie may want to consider like if that kind of stuff is legal in North Carolina, because how fucking cool would that be? Take a little edible, a little something, and then go tour Tata Farms.
Mushrooms. The one time I did it, I had a really bad trip, and I never did it again. But Chris used to grow mushrooms in his room. Made a lot of money.
Really?
They were just always there, and there's also huge containers of like cockroaches and crickets from his fucking lizards in a room. I'm like, you're putting those in another room with the door closed all the time.
You know who else had a lizard? Tom Shorts, dog.
Yeah,
he only lived a week.
Yeah. The bearded dragon, or that wasn't a bearded dragon, it was a different dragon, but it was like the lizard community really went to town on that. Well, you can tell just by looking at it that it doesn't have the right temperature. I mean, which I agree with. Like, I'm not in, but if I
killed it,
if I knew anything about lizards, I would be pissed too. Yeah, like he had no business buying that thing. But they also shouldn't sell things like that at pet stores to just a random person off the street. I feel like not to get on a soapbox, but I think if you're going to have an exotic animal like that, or any animal, you should take some kind of course or something just so that you know like any basics. Because some people get even dogs or cats with zero basics.
Some people say the same thing about a baby, a child.
Or buying a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember the hospital where I gave birth for, I think it was just for Paige and Charlie. There was like a mandatory, you had to go to this like little, like how to workshop before you checked out.
Well,
it was really, but it was really fucking weird because then it was just like, 6 women in their hospital gowns, all of us just probably bleeding akimbo with our husbands sitting next to us. And they did like a little basics, which is fine. Right. But then they did away with it. They're like, oh, no. Like, we don't do that anymore. I was like,
if you handed me a newborn baby right now, I would have no idea. I wouldn't even know what the next thing to do would be. Like when this wakes up, what's my move?
Yeah.
I would have no idea what to do.
You know what? Even people who think they're prered, you still have no idea. And that's the scariest part. And then you wonder like, holy fuck, what did we just do? Oh my God. Oh my God. And of course you love them, but like, it's overwhelming. Like you said, you bring home a pet, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
you should at least like reading body language would be a great, just like a great thing. Basics.
I agree with that. So anyway, check out Orange County. It's still kicking. I still enjoy Housewives. But I mean, talk about some girl problems, girl drama. Let's talk about this Lily Allen thing. I don't know what West End girl means though. So tell me.
Well, she's from the West End, Jodie, and she had to move. This is what I got from the album. Okay, now, I don't listen to music. I like 4 artists ever, but she's one of the ones that I've just always loved. Her stuff is very, some of the minor key ones I like. Her songs to me read as kind of music theater-y because they're very lyric based and just very cute and very like, I'm telling a story type thing. It's very a trip to the library from She Loves Me, where you're getting a story from the song. And some of the lyrics are super bitchy. Like her one album has a song called Fuck You Very Much, which I just learned.
I think I know that one.
Fuck you very, very much. And then there's another one that's like about how much she loves her guy, but it's like, then they go to the bedroom and he's like bad in bed. And it's very funny.
Ooh.
I've always loved her. I think she's just very quirky and like funny and like cunty with a K. Anyway, she's been married to David Harbour from Stranger Things, who, I mean, if you could name any celebrity I feel like possesses my ex-husband Brad's exact personality and like broodingness, that's him. Anyway, not that I'm saying Brad's like a bad person, but just this guy turned out to be a real piece of shit. And she put it all into this album. She hasn't made an album in a while. And I don't ever follow celebrities. I rarely will even listen to a whole album, but I heard that this was really cutting and specific and using like real names and not leaving anything on the table. And I listened to it and I was just driving and listening and I was like, holy shit. Really great. If you like went through a bad breakup, your husband cheated on you, go and just read some of the lyrics to some of these songs.
Now, what does this have to do with Lana Del Rey? Because that's what Paige was telling me.
I don't know that. There's a song called Madeline where she's talking to one of the women that he was having an affair with. And then in the middle of the song, there's instrumental and she or someone is reading actual emails that this woman sent to her. Like, I'm not here to break you up. And it's all just superficial. And it's just like, she's like, someone's reading. It's honestly, if you want to like just watch a very controlled artistic meltdown, it's a fun listen. I mean, horrible for her. Also, I guess people don't like her. I think she said controversial things.
Yeah.
I don't know really anything about that. I love her music. And,
this was one of the things that Paige was telling me about yesterday. I picked the kids up and we were driving home from their dad's weekend drop off, switch, whatever. And during the little over an hour drive, the two of them just had 3 days of information that they needed to like download at the same time. It was a lot. And I realize now I don't know as much about this as I thought I did because it fell into the category of yep, where I'm like listening just enough to say oh, wait, what? Like at just the right times to stay engaged.
You should have said 6, 7.
But I feel like there's something with Lana Del Rey, because Paige is obsessed with Lana Del Rey and loves her.
Were you just looking it up? I want to know.
And either like they're friends, or maybe that's who the dude.
Maybe that's who Madeline is. Except some people were saying that it's an actual person named Madeline. Lily Allen, Lana Del Rey. Let's see here. AI says our two prominent female artists. Oh, wait, no, I want to know what recent news announced her first album, which has led to articles and discussions that compare her work to other female artists, including Lana Del Rey. So maybe that. Are you asking Paige?
That's school. Like, God damn it. It's always at the worst
time. She has an Apple Watch, right? Yeah.
That's always the worst time. Well, actually, their school, it's new this year. They like cannot use their phone during class. And last year, like they tried, it was kind of loosey-goosey, but they like struck that shit down this year. That's why I know they never got back to me on the 6-7 thing. Remember when I texted them? I'm like,
yeah, but then I did find out what it is, and it is actually nothing, which I don't even judge, because like it's a stim is really what it is, and like we have our own stims. I really would. There's a song called Pussy Palace. And what I'm learning through the whole thing is that because she says this right in the lyrics, he like brought her over. She got a green card, or she got her citizenship or something for him. And then it was he won't touch her, and it's all for show. And he had all these women. And then in the Madeline song, she says like, oh, well, we agreed that we were going to keep it under wraps, kind of Ariana Sandoval type thing, where it's like, well, as long as you don't embarrass me, but then you did, and it all came out. I don't know. Really, if any of you women out there are on your fucking period and you want something to just blast, everyone, listen to this.
Okay, well, I'll find out information. I'll ask.
Yeah, I'd love to know more.
I was gonna say my own Euphoria high, but they are not Euphoria. They're Degrassi OG generation, but more of the. I heard Shane was in a coma. You did? Yeah. That's more their speed. They're just hearing things. Hearing about all the cool things.
Are we in the sports zone? Don't put up a picture yet. Okay, so we're
Sportsball. I'm not looking. Okay, so this is what you put up.
We're standing in line for my dad to get his Pringles and second drink, and he kept forcing. You want a Pringles? I'll get her a Pringles. I don't want a Pringles. We're standing in line, and he goes, "So how about this Blue Jays?" And I was like, "What about them?" And he goes, "Amanda." He was just disgusted at me, just like. What, like genuinely, like, are you fucking stupid?
Blue Jays, I feel like, is that a Montreal?
The Toronto.
Okay, same.
Toronto Blue Jays, and I was like, okay. He didn't tell me, and then we obviously got off topic. But then I went and looked it up. They're in the World Series right now. This is the first time they've been in the World Series since, I don't know, my entire lifetime.
And they're playing the Dodgers.
Right, yeah, they're tied right now.
Wait, they started it already?
Yeah, there's been 2 games, and they've each won, Jody.
Oh, I thought like the Brewers were maybe gonna.
Well, it's
but that game was probably 4 weeks ago that I heard something about, and I'm like, I just heard that they made it to the semifinals. Okay, so how many games have been played?
2, and they've each won 1.
So that means how many more games, Amanda?
Well, I think you get 6.
7.
And then 7. Best of 7.
Best of 7. Well, so hypothetically, yes, you could play 6 games, and sure.
Yes.
Got it. And you were at a Dodgers game.
Never been anywhere.
Red Sox game.
I've never been to. Oh, I've been to like a couple of baseball games at Citi Field, but I was drunk the whole time.
No. Remember, there was like a time you were at a game and you couldn't remember who it was that was playing the World Series.
That was just when I was telling you about that. I watched that World Series from like a bar eating wings with Joan and Brad, and me and Joan were like barely paying attention.
Did we ever get down to who that was?
Yeah. People in the comments said like, yeah, no, you're mostly right. And I think we did look it up on that episode. God.
Do we remember what that was now?
If you remember what that episode was. And I promise it had nothing to do with whatever we were actually recapping. It probably.
You're like, all I know is I was in a bar cheering on the Jets with my terrible towelly, and I
had a hat. I had a Boston hat.
The Blue Jays scored a last-minute 3-pointer. Really hot. Okay, well, great. So you're rooting for the Canadian Blue Jays versus
pretty cool, right?
Is there a game tonight? Is game 3 tonight?
I don't know. Why don't we check? Let's check.
Game 3. Right. Well, first of all, can I just say, because I am trying to like follow football, because I do enjoy like watching just a little bit, having it in the background. It's very calming to me. I don't know why. I think it's just like the white noise of childhood or something. Mm-hmm. But my God, do you even know what you have to do to watch a football game these days?
Yeah, I've watched the Super Bowl. I watched the Super Bowl every year that I was with Brad.
No. Like to watch any games at all during the week or on a Sunday. You either have to have like the NFL pass, which Amanda is like $300 a month or something crazy. I'm not exaggerating this. Or like, and it's not all on one thing. Like some games will be on Hulu plus live TV, not regular Hulu. Other ones will be on like Paramount. Other ones will be Prime with Paramount, whatever. Some are on Peacock, but they won't stream in your, what do they call it, in your area. So like when the Packers are playing, we can't watch that game here, even if we pay for the NFL pass. Because it's so fucked up. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not like getting something right, but I'm pretty sure I am. Like it's really
assuming in a couple of years there'll be some kind of monopoly sports. Like
well, they do that so people have to buy tickets to go to the games. It's like, well, no, anyway, I just think it's like it's a racket, you guys. Someone tell Janelle Brown so we can get up on her scary scam on her Instagram.
Hang on. Okay, World Series next game. Scary scam. The next game, how do I even look this up? Game 3 is today at 6, Jody. Game 4 is tomorrow at 6.
Where do we watch it?
5 is Wednesday.
I bet you it's on Fox because it says Fox here. So guess how you're going to watch that? You have to order this Fox Sports Pass thing. Because you can't just stream it anywhere.
It is on Fox.
Yeah, well, as we know, Special Forces on Fox. So how do you watch that when it's on?
I don't know.
Exactly.
For that. That is
like this. Like honestly, God, could we just go back to the old days? Like Channel 257, WGN, giving my special channels in a DVR. Like
I don't like having this much.
It was so much easier. It was so much easier, right?
No.
Now you got to go to this one. Go to this one. And God forbid you're watching something on like HBO and you want to flip to like Peacock real quick. Well, it's going to be 13 minutes to get back into HBO. Like, why can't we have a back button so I can jump between two things and two different apps?
Yeah, the back button.
Well,
I'll let you know how the world's. We'll be keeping up on the series.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it, but I'll hear about it later. Okay. I'm just going to take a break for a second.
Amber Alert.
All right.
That was pretty spooky. Snuck that in there.
He is spooky year round, not just in October either. Our lovely Hillary wrote us another breakdown. She did say on here, if you guys ever want these to stop, we're not going to want them to stop. This is fabulous.
Can't stop, won't stop. Please.
Yeah, like, do you know that? She goes, do you know the social media account We Rate Dogs and how I don't, but how he starts his videos with the dogs were good again this week. I feel like I should start my emails with the moms were trash again this week. But actually there wasn't anything super exciting. I'm still waiting for something explosive about Janelle because I really think she's been suspiciously quiet. Okay, so starting off with Farrah at the #1 spot again this week. Two things. First, Jody, you're going to love this part.
God.
So first, she posted a negative review for Western Governors University, an online school. Here's the link to her Yelp reviews. I wasn't able to click on this link because I don't have Yelp. Yelp is always the thing that when
it's the worst.
Yes. And when my phone goes over in storage and I delete apps, it's always the first to go. And
it goes into the app or you have to open the app, re-download the app. It's the fucking worst. Yes.
So I don't have it for principle. But she said, Reddit's best interpretation of what happens is that Farrah was working on a master's in marketing and must have used AI to try to cheat on an exam.
She was caught and expelled from the school after reacting like a total psycho. She is blaming the radical left hating on conservatives and discrimination against students with disabilities. Unsure what type of disability she claims to have apart from a reference to mental disabilities, but she posted a screenshot of the accommodations they were supposed to be giving her, which is this.
Okay, so she's got a 504. So she does have a medical and this would be a 504. So she has a medical diagnosis.
Did you already look at this, or can you tell just by looking at that?
Oh, no, I just know if she's saying that she has accommodations, then that means that legally she does have a medical diagnosis that any institute, like they have to give her these accommodations in the classroom because she does have medical diagnosis, but she's not saying what that is.
Well,
so people are like, oh, okay, well, what is it?
She is not, this isn't me being a bitch. She is clearly mentally.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
like,
this falls under like the ADA, like Americans with Disabilities Act.
Sure, I would agree with that. She's not going to be like a regular student that you're dealing with.
I want to see what this is. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we do. Yeah, if you want to try to, can you read that? Because I also have it here. I can kind of zoom in.
Yeah. Okay, so this is from the Office of Student Disability Services. Okay.
Do you want me to read it, or can you read? Can you read it?
Yeah, I can read it. Dear WGU faculty and staff, Student Disability Services is supporting Farrah in their academic journey at WGU and would like to offer following suggestions to be implemented whenever possible. That's really interesting, and it's bolded. Yeah, whenever possible, based on their unique academic needs. Okay, so 1, please refrain from cold calling the student and reach out via email to set up dedicated meetings instead when possible.
I don't want anyone cold calling me either, though. So I'm with her.
Like, as a 4th grade teacher, I would have this, and for certain students, yes, but certain times I'm like, oh God. If possible and requested by the student, set weekly meetings at the same time with the student to review content completed and allow the student opportunity to ask questions about content or seek clarification.
Okay, that's fair enough.
During the first meeting with the student, develop a strategy for completing the course content, and then they put in parentheses chunking with targeted goals for each week. Send an email in advance of the meeting with an outline of topics to be covered to help the student better prepare. Record the weekly meetings in WebEx and share the recording with the students so they may review it later. Provide targeted feedback regarding areas or content that need additional focus for the student. Provide examples that correlate with each lesson. Specific assistance with locating reference information in reading materials. Oral knowledge checks on relevant course content. Clearly formatted recap emails detailing specific resources recommended and topics covered. Oh my God. And then it's like sincerely whatever.
Now me, I was a teacher, but it was music teacher, and I was kind of just on my own. I wasn't really part of the faculty, it seemed. But this to me seems like pretty just basic. That seems standard? Like everyone should just get that, right? That just seems like we'll make you sure that your time is treated as valuable, and I'll make sure things are clear for you.
I think this sounds excessive for a college. I'm going to be totally honest with you, and I can say this, I'm not teaching anymore. I don't plan to go back into teaching. I would be fucking so annoyed if I got this 504 teaching 4th grade. Because I know this would come directly from the parents, just really trying to set it up in a way to be like, if you do everything for the student, like this sounds like a personal tutor, a recap of everything. Sure. Don't call on them, but do oral checks. Like it's a lot of, they absolutely sat down with Farrah. Farrah said everything that she wanted. They put it in a list, and that's why they put in bold whenever possible, so that they can also cover themselves and be like, it was not possible for me to whatever. I think this is a lot considering the fact that Farrah has been able to be a fairly successful person, entrepreneur, owns several businesses.
Boss bitch.
But yet she can't, whatever. But okay, so her thing is what? So she is posting this because she got this from the university.
So Hillary goes on to say, I'm not sure what conclusion to draw from this list, but it's crazy to me that she wanted to make it public. She also mentions getting financial aid, which is interesting because, like Amber, she claims to have made a lot of money. She says she's hired a civil rights lawyer because her rights under Title X1, 6 have been violated. And then in brackets, she wrote, she means Title 4 or 1X. Here's a link to the Reddit post that has a video talking about it on a podcast. By the way, I've been interested in Farrah's educational background since she's made so many claims about which schools she'd attended and which degrees she'd earned. So I asked ChatGPT for help, and it was actually really snarky, which I appreciated. The best I can ascertain is that she got an AA from the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale in Culinary Arts Management, which is not the same as culinary school. She was not studying to be a chef, but rather a restaurant manager type of. She would be perfect as a restaurant manager. I'm telling you that right now. That was around 2011. The Art Institute was a for-profit school that has since closed. Then she probably got a BFA in entertainment business from the Los Angeles Film School around 2020. And that's a for-profit school. ChatGPT said this is self-reported, plausible, but unverified. She definitely went to that school because she naturally complained about them on Yelp, and then she sent another link to the Yelp, which I couldn't open. There's not any proof that she graduated. So yeah, she's just kind of and then just several posts about her complaining on Yelp of all of these different programs that she's taken and stuff. Changing gears, the second thing is that she went on a podcast with Sophia, and she made Sophia parrot her belief that teenage boys should get vasectomies and that the government should pay for it. I worry for Sophia even more than I worry for Jace and Janelle's other kids. What do you think about that? I think there should be. I
do worry about Sophia too.
Yeah, I do agree there should be birth control for boys. That technology has to exist.
Well, I mean, if we're going to have women's rights where they are, this also should be a very strongly suggested option for boys as well.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of option out there. I'm sure that technology is somewhere out there, but just
I definitely don't think the male scientists and the people funding them are eager to, get on top of that.
All right, here's another one. And the other thing is that Amber crashed out on some lives again. That could also be how I open all my emails. Hopefully Jody caught them. Here's a snippet. How fucked up. Okay. But anyway, all of she's just kind of running down all the stuff that Amber was saying. And then one other thing, I'll get back to that in a second though. But another thing is that, what is this? Jeremy, Leah's ex, Jeremy, has made an unexpected reappearance to social media, and he's a fucking mess. It sounds like he broke up with his girlfriend and is posting now like he's a teenager. Lots of speculation about drug abuse. So it's a picture of Jeremy drinking while driving.
Piece of shit.
He's back. And he so that's great.
Wow.
Now
posting it. It's a photo of him drinking, I don't know, some sort of
it looks like a
juice or something out of a jar,
like a Ron juice.
Yeah,
a jar. So she sent that email and she's like, not a big day. But then she goes, oh wait, we have a late entry from Amber. You'll like this one. She mentions being in the top 1,000 celebrities on Cameo. So she sent that to me. And
what?
I do.
She hasn't completed any.
Well, here's what she has to say about that.
I'm LT right now. Like no worries. I'm just pissed off. That's all it is. Oh, you're a celebrity. People who say that are so joke. Yeah. No, I'm not. But I'm on all the major celebrity platforms, from the celebrity birthdays, Cameo. I mean, guys, do you understand that I was the top? I am, actually. There's 50,000 celebrities on Cameo. Do you want to know the number I'm in? I'm in the 1,000. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm ranked. 1,000 something out of 50,000. Okay? You can't just get on there either. You can go ahead and try, but you can't. Celebrity birthdays. Look it up. Now, if I told you, like I said, I got my Facebook, right? Oh God, those fuckers were so mad too. Poor media fucker that was stealing money off.
So that was Amber.
Sounds happy to me.
Yeah, I understood that whole train of thought.
I've literally been trying to get a Cameo from her for 3 years. Accepts some, never completes them.
She's really on the celebrity birthdays too. She mentioned that a few times. Celebrity birthdays, guys, look it up. I'm on there.
No, I actually do have an Amber alert. She came on the other night. I recorded for over 6 minutes because she was just like on a ramble. I'm like washing my face, brushing my teeth. She's still going. She's still going. She's still going. A little bit different tone, and I wasn't going to play this because it is really boring. But now, juxtaposed with that one, where she's real pissed off, it makes sense because in this one, she's in a little bit more of a love and light, little angsty, but you can tell Hillary sent us that one. That one happened after this one, after Andy.
Okay, Hillary probably has seen this one. This must be
okay. I'll just listen. I'm just going to press play, so just so you can get like a little taste. Still wearing the I'm a grown woman cat eye glasses, and let's see.
And then you get like this youngin, like, and I'm like, I respect him as a man, though. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely a man, but like, I think I'm being a little mean to myself because maybe I'm thinking I'm not good enough to be like. I think these guys got in my head. Chipmunk babes. Chipmunk babes.
Babes.
Y'all are so damn sweet tonight, for real. Like, that's your way of saying, like, give myself grace. Like, here, bitch. I'm gonna show you some love. Like, shh, be quiet. You're gonna be fine. I will.
What's going on here, Amanda?
But I had to jump settling than watching Britney.
Was not in the right.
Sorry, she was talking about Hoods wasn't in the right mind, which I think she's talking about that dude that she records with.
Oh yes, yes, that was in her too. Hang on, I do want to try. Let me try to find that part of it because she like mentioned like who that guy is.
She's like Hoods didn't get it or something, and then she starts talking about how she can't find guys on apps. Like she's big on this, you know.
Okay, here it is. Here, okay. Earlier in the week, she and her creepy TikTok partner, Mr. Hoods, pretended to be confessing their love for one another. But as far as we can tell, they're not romantically involved. Mr. Hoods, aka Gary 3.0, is inexplicably married and has children.
What? Ew, gross.
Amber also took whatever combination of drugs make her rage and threatened the OG cast. So that was another thing. She threatened the castmates. And then Janelle lastly continued to be trash. She vaguely threatened to sue someone. So here's a picture that Janelle posted. Another day, another motion to file. Now, as you have been sued, it costs money to sue people. Yes. Where is Janelle getting this money from? I guess from OnlyFans and her TikTok. I guess
so what she probably does is listen. She tagged the attorney here. It says like Port City attorney or something. She probably retains the attorney. They're probably like, okay, it'll be a $5,000 retainer, which basically means like they'll take the first 5,000, they'll exhaust all that, and then like when your bill's due, right? So of course they're going to take this. And in Janelle's mind, she's probably like, yeah, it's worth it. Like whatever, I'll file this, I'll scare them, and it'll be worth the $5,000. However, if you have someone like me who's on the other side who actually didn't do anything and you are making a completely just bullshit lawsuit,
which I'm assuming is the case here.
Yeah, like it's gonna cost you money because you're gonna exhaust that $5,000 like that.
But is that other person gonna have to? That person's gonna have to get a lawyer.
I mean,
either way,
they don't have to.
I would just ignore this.
Like I'm married to an attorney. It was like you got to get an attorney to handle this shit. Like you're gonna have to get an attorney. Yes.
If which
Janelle
is why it
tried to
being
sue
sued, us,
even if you didn't do anything.
Attorney?
Well, no, because we have insurance. So our insurance will cover that.
It's only $40 a month.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
Yeah. Especially like you're gonna be owning your house and all that kind of shit. Like, yeah, we gotta protect ourselves. We're grown women.
One last thing is that Janelle is in LA either for getting a consult, probably for implants or a GI. She says it's for a GI procedure, but it's probably for implants. And then Hillary just said this bitch can't seem to stay home with her kids for more than 2 days at a time.
Oh,
and then she said, we've been speculating for a while. I assume she means like the Reddit community, that she's branched out from OnlyFans to escorting, which is why she's been going on so many trips. Okay, well then she should just own that because like, yeah, do that then. It's a lot of money. Farrah does that.
Do you think she's getting like a labiaplasty?
Oh, maybe. But like sure, like if that is your career, then do that. You could probably write it off, actually.
Right. Actually, on Real Housewives of Orange County, oh God, what's her name? Jen. She got herself all done up. She said something
well,
like,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I was kind of like, whoa, I'm not used to women talking about that. She's like, yeah, I like had it done. Like it was like awful. Had to get it like fixed up, and it's great now. I was like, okay, it was like unexpected, but we should be able to talk about it.
It's just annoying when people lie about it. Like, I'm still mad about Star Jones saying that she did it naturally.
Oh.
I'm like, I was irritated about that.
Or Mary saying like, oh no, it's just me walking Zona
walking
to the bike shop.
with Zona.
Again,
To the bike shop to see Jen.
I'm flirting with some like black market semi-glute. Like, no shame. Hey,
Just
I'm trying to do you.
Or don't say it. You know what? Let's not fight. Let's not fight.
When you show up with an unbleached front tooth and you look like a different person, don't tell us it's because it's that Parowan sunlight.
I think it's all the ab workouts she's doing from All right, last thing. DVR alert, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not really. Do you have anything like at all?
Not really coming up. I think because I feel like I'm so behind. Like I want to watch Love Is Blind. I want to watch Married at First Sight. That I'm like, whoa.
The only thing on my radar other than herpes is this Eddie Murphy documentary is coming out. Being Eddie, November 12th on Netflix. Netflix is killing it lately, so I guess I will watch it. It is SNL adjacent. My most fascinating thing about, not fascinating, but the thing I think of when I think of Eddie Murphy is from David Spade's book when he talks about, are you aware of this whole thing that happened with him between Eddie Murphy and David Spade? And he like called him and like threatened to like beat him up.
I don't think so.
Okay, you remember David Spade had that Hollywood Minute? Is that what it was called?
Oh, yes. And he offended him.
He did. But like the joke was like, look, everyone, a falling star. That was the joke. And Eddie got so pissed and called Lauren. And David Spade was like, I like showed up and they're like, hey, Eddie Murphy's on the phone for you. And I was like, what? And they're like, and he's like, well, tell them I'll call him back. And they're like, no, you better get on with him. And he like got on and he just fucking like ate him up. And then he saw him at a party. I think Chris Rock was the other person there. And Chris Rock was like, I don't know what to tell you, but like, I can't love you, but he's fucking pissed at you. And it was like, and because of that, that's why Eddie Murphy didn't appear on SNL for 20 years until like the 40th reunion where he showed up and everyone was expecting him to do something and he didn't do jack shit. He just walked out on stage. And I was like, okay, well, like,
so is he just a bad sport?
I think so. And I think it's kind of an unflattering look, it's hard to take criticism, but I do think
which is why we don't like to read reviews, babe.
Well, I think you're fine. But no. I think at that level, I think you just at least pretend to be a good sport, I guess. At least pretend like you're okay with it. It's just like not as cute. Like you shouldn't care. You are a multi-millionaire. And it kind of, and I think that from that, a lot of other peers were like, well, I don't really want to work with you because you kind of seem like a live wire.
A little touchy.
But however, and then didn't he walk out after Dreamgirls at the Oscars? I think he didn't win the Oscar and then he stormed out.
Didn't he have a thing like Hugh Grant where he got like caught? Okay.
And I think he's also Scary Spice's baby daddy, right? Is that correct?
Oh God, I think you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Let me check it out. Scary Spice.
She's been through some things, man.
Eddie Murphy.
She was also on Special Forces.
She was on Special Forces?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is the baby daddy. I thought it was a secret thing, but it is co-parenting relationship. She got a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Leading to paternity okay, great. So anyway, he seems like real fun, real cool energy he brings to her.
A bad picker.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, being Eddie, that should be. But I think it's actually interesting. Like his time on SNL is interesting because Lauren left after like the first few years, and then Ebersol came in and he like fired everyone, and then Eddie Murphy came in, and Eddie Murphy was kind of like the one that really took off, and then Eddie Murphy ended up being the very first person to host the show while he was still in the cast, or probably the only person. And I imagine, SNL is already such a toxic work environment. Right? I can't imagine how that must have felt for the other cast members who he's already like the biggest star in SNL. He's in every single sketch. Everyone's writing for him. And now he's hosting the show. And I think it was a thing where like the host backed out at the last minute. But this wasn't even Lauren. This was Dick Ebersol. They just I think the showrunners at SNL kind of know what they're doing. Like, let's make sure that there's constantly a competitiveness in the cast and that nobody ever really feels safe. It's like polygamy.
Well, honestly, it's like anyone else in this planet. Like, it's who you surround yourself with. What are they telling you? Like, he probably had a lot of yes people around him. When you get used to that,
and the joke was, look, everyone, a falling star. Like, that's not that bad. And because I think the movie
was hilarious. He used to do that. I still remember him being like, everyone, all those who are going to be relevant in a year step forward. Not so fast, Billy Ray. Like, he would do shit like that. And it was just, it's funny. It's stupid. It's, your name is being talked
so
about.
Fast, Billy Ray. I remember that. Yeah, there's also one he does with a puppet, and he fucks up the joke halfway through, and he goes like, "You want to take that again, buddy? Is that joke still under construction?" And I remember being like, "That was such a funny way to fix that, like on the fly." But he did do another Eddie Murphy joke with the puppet like years later.
Oh boy,
which I kind of respect David Spade for. I think that's a little badass. He's like, "I'm gonna bring him up again. Who cares?"
Oh God. Okay, well, being Eddie,
maybe
11/12, November 12th.
I'm sure there's a lot of lore there. I'd like to kind of I'd like to see more of what a huge, maybe he's the greatest guy in the world. I guess we'll find out on November 12th.
Hey, speaking of lore, I'm going to fill you in on Friday's Browntown at 10 a.m. Central, or, just wait for it to drop in your podcast feed, wherever you're listening to this. I did a little background information searching on Special Forces DS Rudy.
Yes.
I've noticed, because now I've seen every season, he's got quite the arc of what he looked like season 1 to season 4.
Okay.
And the personality shift, and much like Mary, he brings an energy into the camp.
Okay. Yeah. And by the way, guys, just to remember, a reminder, this Browntown on Friday will be you'll have two guest hosts.
Two guest hosts.
Ooh. It'll be spooky. I'm definitely going to scare the shit out of you. I'll tell you that much. You're going to be very scared.
I think I will too. So I'm just excited.
Okay. Are you going to be Robin's? I imagined that you were going to be Robin's herpy and dress as like a disease.
Just all in like red with like some like brownie crusty patches,
like you
or something.
Suction a lot of like things onto you, like little suctions.
Ooh,
You're just like the mucus guy from the Mucinex Man.
Yes, that's what I'm picturing too. Ooh. Well, hey, it's not going to be that, so check it out. And also make sure you give us a 5-star review, hit that little thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, give us a little hype on YouTube.
You guys were figuring out how to do it, and Mandisha actually posted really hilarious screenshots of like, swipe this way. So yeah, thank you.
That's amazing. We seriously, like, in all sincerity, deeply appreciate your support.
Yeah,
and, we love you, and
have a great Halloween week.
Amazing week. We can't wait to see you.
I'm gonna go get my eye exam now. Are they gonna blow anything into my eye, like in that episode of Friends?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Really?
Maybe not. Maybe
if you're just getting like blasting on me all the time,
if you're just getting glasses, they may not do that.
I'm gonna be like, don't puff anything into my fucking eye. Okay, anyway, I love you guys. You have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow or today when this drops for our watch along. We love you guys. You're all adults. Bye bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.